I don't think this game needs any introduction. That is Biggs. That is Jesse. That's Wedge. That's Barrett. And this is us. I'm not going to be reading everything that comes up on the screen. I shall leave it there for you to read it. So, let's get things going, shall we? Really, to me, return to this game after so many years. For me, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it actually feels like going home sort of thing. I know this. I completed this game 13 times. And I know a fair bit about it. I'm trying to get that on 180. There we go. Oh, goodness sake. There we go. I've actually reverted back to my old joypad because the joypad I have been using, the Xbox One, is too sensitive for this. And I cannot sort out how to get that any different. But still, there's 2 potions here. The first time I played this game was about 3 months after it came out. A friend of mine bought it for himself, and he did not know how to get past this part. So he enlisted my help, and I was hooked. Now, starting at the beginning of the game, I always use spells, I don't ever use attack. Primarily because the more you use of spells, the more they build up. So I have one of each. I will be calling the characters by their original names, just putting them in capitals. All but one. I'm going to change the name of one character, but it is to coincide with the game. This is the PC version of the game, and as such I believe that the music and the sound effects aren't as good as the original PlayStation version, but yeah, it is changed slightly, but I'm not going to let that bother us. Means the graphics are slightly improved from the original. Also, I still have my original strategy guide for the PlayStation version, which I'll be using to aid me in this playthrough. I thought I'd give Skyrim a break from it because I'm having issues with Skyrim. I got to entry 10 and I think maybe I was being a bit too free with the cheats because something went wrong and my Skyrim kept on crashing and taking my computer back to blue screen, which isn't good. So I'm hoping against it to do something about sorting that out. I'm not sure how or what yet, but still. These clips will be 30 minutes long. The same length as the Skyrim ones. First thing we could do is go down here. And there's a box. And inside the box is a Phoenix Down. Phoenix Down is to use on characters that have been killed in battle. It brings them back. And 500 health I think is on that. Also, you'll notice that as compared to the PlayStation version, the PC version has mouths on the characters, which the PlayStation version didn't have. We've got to run through here. And fight. What you want to do at this point, if possible, to build up the limit breaks to these two characters. Now, the guns are mechanical, and as such you should use bolt on them on lower used eyes, but at this early stage it doesn't matter what you use on them because they're too weak. See there where it says G19. Find there's two places in here, a carbon copy. One says G19 and the other one says a 19G even. Let me move it backwards. Oh there. Another one says something S, 24S or something like that. don't really need to use bolt on anything there, but we'll put in there and do that. What amazes me with these guys, they've got massive claws and all they can do is beam gun. Which is a bit silly. I heard somewhere just about 8 months after this game came out, a guy allegedly completed it in 72 hours. Now I don't know if that is true or not, but I can't remember how I found out about it either. I thought it was 72 or 74 hours he completed it, apparently. I'm not sure if I believed it or not. Right, the gun's a machine, so we'll use bolt on that. Takes double the damage. That's a save point there, but we don't need it this early in the game. I guess I never bother with it anyway. First materia. That's exactly what it says on the tin. It restores. That was a flash, like a mini flashback that Cloud suffers with throughout the game. They get more intense as the game goes on. And here we have the first boss battle. This is Guardian Scorpion. Health I think 500, and could be even be 1,000. I'm not sure. I can't remember. First thing we need to do is to use Barrett to charge up Cloud. Now I'm not going to say I can't die on this first fight. It is entirely possible to die on the first fight. You just got to be very careful what you're doing. You should be able to manage it no problem, but first limit break used, big shot. Limit breaks the same as magic. The more you use them, the more the quicker they build up. So about putting ether on Cloud because it's going to need it. Put another bolt on him. Ether restores magic. Potions obviously restore HP, health points. The laser takes off about 72 and can do one after the other. Oh no, 76, can do one after the other, so it's all basically down to luck. Sometimes it can hit 5 times in a row, sometimes it just does 2 and then it goes back down. It's 2 76s and it's still up. There it goes again. Now it's going down. I always called this machine, this first boss, Old Die Hard, because when it dies, it does it in style. Like that. And we get our first weapon attained, which is the next upgrade for Barrett. The one thing I did love about this game is not only it's above everything else. When you change the gun on there like that, or change whatever weapon, you actually see the difference in battle as well. As well as the first gun had like 3 turrets coming out of it, this one, this is like one big cannon looking thing. We got 10 minutes to get out of here, and literally, I think my record was I'd done it with 6 minutes 20 seconds left. Depends. I mean, if you want to, if you want to build your characters up, then obviously you mill around a bit and build them up. As long as you're out before the timer reaches 0, you're okay. You're okay. Quite a few. Again, the countdown time preempted there, which means you double the damage if they're facing the other way. And the countdown time literally does depend on how many fights you get between here and the exit, and it's random. Whoa! You didn't like that flower. I thought you might have done something like that. See, the gun looks different on Barrett's arm now. It's a lot bigger. Go up here, click on Jessie. She says my leg's caught. You free it. And she jumps over your head. And what gratitude. Remember 19G. Now you got to go back up the steps. Around here. Up here. It's a good run. Ah! Hope we beat too much, too quick. You can go all the way from there to there to there, from the door at the bottom to the door at the top without getting any fights. It can be done. Pokemon Jesse. Must be a hell of a code because all she has to do is just press a button and it's instantly open, so yeah. Yeah, because I had all those fights, let's see, it's still 550, 549, so that's not so bad. She's fallen over again. And how the whole group did not get incinerated in that is beyond me. All this bit. None of them even smoking. My ass is on fire! My ass is on fire! And hey. This next bit. Remember that from the beginning of the. Oh! How rude. Remember this bit from the beginning of the game. Buy a flower here. An actual point of fact, I don't think it ever. No, I don't. Unless. No. There's only. I think that's the only item in the game you can actually possess it, but it doesn't appear in your bar of things you've got. In your menu, should I say? There we go. Always fight. Always fight. Points mean prizes. Fights mean experience. It's actually starting to get pretty cold in my hands, okay. Times like this when you wish you had all, but still. I won't bother with the last fight. Just move things along a bit. So. I think if you try and say don't fight, they end up fighting you anyway. I think so anyway, but I can't remember. Oh no. They just surround you. We got you now. I don't think so. I don't think that's possible like there, but still. Everybody go train surfing. You would have fallen off going down there anyway, I would have thought. I love the way he defends Cloud, and yet about 10 minutes ago he told him that he didn't trust him. Look. Whee! They've all got to give in their 2 cents before they leave. And his face isn't up there, dear. Or down there even. And why is your mouth open like that, I wonder? Whee! You can scoot right on through here. But all you do is run down through the carriage. He tells you not to bother the other passengers. This is the next thing we've got to do here.
You can see here the Death Star orbiting the forest moon of Endor. That's a trap.
Last time I'd done a recording, this part here with the warning siren, it was really loud for some reason. I don't know why. It seems to be alright this time. I was absolutely blown away the first time I seen this bit of animation for the first time. It's awesome. Well, it still is. In just a minute. We're overshooting the time here, but it's not a problem. It's not anyway. Let's just get this first bit out of the way. And then when we get to the first save point, I shall. This bit here I was talking about. Awesome little bit of animation, that is. Fantastic. And everybody gets off the train. They all jump off. Apart from Cloud, that just walks off, I think, if memory serves. Hop. Steps here, what do we do with these steps? I run down them. I jump down them. I jump down them. Even Barrett jumps down them. Yeah, well, go over your... Right. First save point. Well, first save point that I'm going to use anyway. And we are going to call that the end of entry 1. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd be so kind. And I'll see you in entry 2. Thanks guys, bye bye.